Healthcare bills keeping you up at night. How to sleep peacefully again. An opening note of reflection. Hello, I'm Ordinary People, your online neighbor and fellow retiree. Please like, comment your story, and subscribe for more guidance on financial peace. Let's take a moment together. Just you and me, sitting quietly with a warm cup of tea or coffee. No rush, no distractions. Just a shared breath, a shared pause. Now, let me ask you something deeply human. Have you ever lain awake at night, heart pounding, wondering how you'll manage when that unexpected medical bill arrives? When the costs seem to climb higher than your peace of mind? It's a question many of us face in retirement, and it's more than just dollars and cents. It touches something deeper, our sense of security, our dignity, even our fears about becoming a burden to those we love. You're not alone in this. And today, I want to walk with you through this uncertainty, not to erase it, but to find a way forward with hope and strength. Because there is a path through the worry, and it starts with understanding, connection, and action. The awakening moment. In the next 10 minutes, we'll explore a theme that touches the heart of retirement life for many. How to face the emotional and psychological challenges of rising healthcare costs. We'll dive into what science tells us about aging, stress, and resilience. You'll hear wisdom from experts like Dr. Robert J. Waldinger, who studies happiness and longevity, and Dr. Laura Carstensen, who explores the psychology of aging. But this isn't just about research. It's about practical, real-world strategies you can use to reclaim a sense of control and peace. Together, we'll uncover 5 powerful solutions to help you navigate this challenge, solutions grounded in science, experience, and the simple truth that we are stronger together. By the end, you'll feel equipped not just to cope, but to thrive with dignity and hope in this next chapter of life. The awakening of curiosity. Let's begin with a foundational insight from Dr. Laura Carstensen, director of the Stanford Center on Longevity. Her decades of research reveal a beautiful paradox about aging. As we grow older, our time feels more precious, and we naturally shift our focus toward what truly matters: meaningful relationships, purpose, and emotional well-being. But here's the catch: when the shadow of financial uncertainty looms, especially around healthcare costs, it can cloud this natural shift toward peace. Anxiety about bills, treatments, and the unknown can steal away that focus and replace it with fear. Dr. Robert J. Waldinger, who leads the Harvard study of adult development, the longest study on happiness and longevity, reminds us that good relationships keep us happier and healthier. Yet, financial stress can isolate us, making it harder to reach out and connect. Stress about healthcare expenses doesn't just affect our bank accounts. It impacts our brains and bodies. Chronic worry can increase inflammation, weaken immune response, and even shorten telomeres, the protective caps on our DNA that influence aging. But here's the good news. Research also shows that resilience is possible. Dr. Becca Levy's studies on aging attitudes reveal that people who maintain a positive outlook on aging live longer, healthier lives. When we feel empowered and hopeful, our bodies respond in kind. So today, we're going to explore ways to build that empowerment, to become the CEOs of our own health and well-being, even in the face of rising costs. Insight 1. Empowerment through knowledge. The first step toward peace is knowledge. Think of yourself as the CEO of your own health. This means understanding your health conditions, your risks, and your resources. Start by gathering your medical records, insurance information, and a clear picture of your health status. What are your blood pressure numbers, your cholesterol, any chronic conditions? Knowing these details puts you in the driver's seat. Technology can be a great ally. Simple apps can remind you to take medications, track symptoms, or schedule doctor visits. Telemedicine services can save time and money, letting you consult with your doctor without leaving home. Dr. Becca Levy highlights that seniors who feel in control of their health and have a positive attitude toward aging tend to live 7.5 years longer on average. That's not just a number, that's more moments with loved ones, more days of joy. Remember, knowledge isn't just power, it's peace of mind. When you understand your health, you reduce the fear of the unknown. You can make informed decisions, avoid unnecessary treatments, and advocate for yourself confidently. Insight 2. Building financial safety nets. The second solution is about creating a protective shield around your finances. Dr. Ken Deichtwald, a leading expert on aging and health economics, calls the rising costs of healthcare a tsunami for retirees. But like any storm, we can prepare to weather it. First, review your health insurance carefully. Does your plan cover hospital stays, critical illnesses, and long-term care? If not, consider supplemental insurance or a dedicated health savings fund. Set aside an emergency health fund, ideally covering 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This fund is your buffer against unexpected bills. Look beyond traditional insurance. Community health centers, clinics, and senior health programs often offer preventive care at low or no cost. These resources can help you stay healthy and catch issues early before they become costly emergencies. Asking for help can feel vulnerable, but it's a sign of strength, not weakness. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg, who studies transitions in later life, reminds us that seeking support is a wise and courageous step. Remember, preparing financially isn't about fear, it's about creating freedom and choice. Insight 3. Cultivating supportive relationship. Health is not a solo journey. Dr. Robert Waldinger's research shows that the quality of our relationships is one of the strongest predictors of happiness and longevity. Create your own healthy circle, a small group of trusted friends or peers who check in on each other as health routines. Remind each other of appointments and share encouragement. Invite your family into your health journey early. Share your concerns and plans before a crisis arises. This openness builds trust and ensures they understand your wishes. Sometimes we hesitate to talk about money or health because we don't want to worry others. But Dr. Richard Leider, a renowned expert on purpose in later life, says that honest conversations about our vulnerabilities actually deepen connections and bring peace. Remember, your health journey is a shared story. When you build these bridges, you create a network of care that sustains you emotionally and practically. Insight 4. Mindfulness and emotional resilience. The fourth solution is to nurture your inner landscape through mindfulness and emotional resilience. The stress of health costs can create a cycle of anxiety that feeds on itself. Mindfulness practices, simple breathing exercises, meditation, or gentle yoga help calm the nervous system and ground you in the present moment. Dr. Mo Wang's research on workplace and life transitions shows that cultivating mindfulness improves emotional regulation and reduces stress. Try setting aside a few minutes each day to breathe deeply. Notice your thoughts without judgment and reconnect with your body. This practice builds resilience, your ability to bounce back from stress. Journaling can also help. Writing down your fears and hopes clarifies your emotions and reduces their intensity. Emotional resilience doesn't mean ignoring difficulties. It means facing them with courage and kindness toward yourself. Insight 5. Finding purpose and meaning. Finally, the fifth solution is to reconnect with your sense of purpose. Dr. Richard Leider emphasizes that purpose is a powerful antidote to fear and uncertainty. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as tending a garden, volunteering, or mentoring younger generations. These activities create joy, social connection, and a sense of contribution. Dr. Lavra Carstensen's research shows that when older adults engage in meaningful activities, their emotional well-being improves, and they experience less anxiety about the future. Purpose shifts the focus from what we fear to what we value. It helps us live fully, even with uncertainty. So ask yourself, what brings you joy? What legacy do you want to leave? What small acts of kindness or creativity can fill your days with meaning? The final light. Let's take a moment to deepen our understanding. Recent studies in gerontology reveal that the brain remains remarkably plastic throughout life. This means we can learn new skills, adapt to change, and rewire our responses to stress well into old age. Dr. Becca Levy's work on age stereotypes shows that internalizing positive beliefs about aging actually improves cognitive function and physical health. Conversely, negative stereotypes can accelerate decline. Dr. Nancy Schlossberg's transition theory reminds us that retirement is a major life transition that challenges our identity and routines. Navigating this successfully requires flexibility, support, and new meaning-making. And Dr. Mo Huang's research highlights the importance of sense-making, how we interpret and give meaning to our experiences. When we frame challenges as opportunities for growth, we activate our brain's reward system, reducing stress hormones. Science tells us our minds and bodies are resilient. With the right mindset and support, we can face healthcare uncertainties without losing our spirit. From knowing to becoming, as we come to the close of our time together, let's hold these truths gently in our hearts. You are not defined by fear or uncertainty. You are defined by your strength, your connections, and your capacity for hope. The rising costs of healthcare may feel overwhelming, but they do not have to steal your peace. You have tools, knowledge, and community at your side. Remember Dr. Waldinger's words, "The key to a good life is good relationships." And those relationships start with the one you have with yourself, kind, patient, and hopeful. Take a moment now to breathe deeply and feel gratitude for the resilience that has carried you this far. Your journey is unique, but your capacity to thrive is universal. Until the next reflection, before we part, I want to leave you with a thought. What if the uncertainty of health costs could become a doorway, not a wall? What if facing this challenge could awaken new strengths, new connections, and new meaning in your life? You have the power to shape your story from this moment forward. Here's what you can do next. 2. Review your insurance and build your safety net. 3. Reach out to friends and family. Build your healthy circle. 4. Practice mindfulness daily. Cultivate calm and resilience. 5. Reconnect with your purpose. Let it light your path. And remember this quote by Rebecca Solnit. Hope is not a lottery ticket you sit on the couch holding. Hope is an axe you break down doors with in an emergency. You are that axe. You have the strength, the courage, and the wisdom to break down barriers and create a life of dignity and meaning, no matter what challenges come your way. I'm Ordinary People, your online neighbor and fellow retiree. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Together, we can face the future with hope and heart. Thank you for sharing this quiet hour on the weight of healthcare costs. If it moved you, please like and subscribe. Write in the comments how you found calm amid medical bills. Your story can guide other retirees to peace.